back to Big Les's League and all rugby league experience. I'm your host, Big Les. Welcome to your round 16 tipping preview. Looking a bit different this week like it is every single week. One thing with Big Les is we can't keep consistency. I don't know what it is. We can't be consistent, finding new ways to do things. So I'm doing it this way this week. And looking good for our round 16 preview. Very excited to share my tips and predictions with you guys. So let's get straight into it. Storm v the Manly Seagulls. I am going to go for the Melbourne Storm here. I know they've got Cameron Munster officially ruled out as of today. A gut feeling is still making me go with the Melbourne Storm here. So I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm. I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm only 1-12 since they are missing Cameron Munster. Melbourne Storm 1-12, 30-24. A high scoring game is my prediction, 30-24. And then anytime try scorers, I'm going to go for Tuipulotu, the number 5 for the Manly Seagulls. And I'm also going to go with Cowler as well on the same side for Manly. And then for the Melbourne Storm, I'm going to go for Hughes, Jerome Hughes, that is in the number 7, and Grant Anderson, I believe, is the number 5 for the Melbourne Storm as well. Grant Anderson. For the next game, the Knights v the Titans, I'm going to go for the Newcastle Knights here. I'm going to go for Newcastle 1-12, and the scoreline for me is going to be 12-6, 12-6 here. Knights v Titans. I know Knights without KP, their big star. I still think they win this game 1-12, 12-6 is the scoreline. Anytime try scorers, I'm going to go for Anthony Milford. I reckon he's going to stand up in this game and have an absolute blinder. I've also got Anthony Milford for this game as well, scoring a try in this game. Forgot to scroll down there for you guys, but I have tipped the Newcastle Knights. They are paying $1.85 over the Gold Coast Titans, $1.95. So not too much splitting these teams here. I am going to go for the Newcastle Knights. Milfman and Kurtman are the try scorers for the Newcastle Knights. For the Gold Coast Titans, I'm going to go for David Fifita, who's coming off the bench, for the Gold Coast Titans. Had to fix something up there in the throat. But Dave Fifita coming off the bench for the Gold Coast Titans. I'm picking him to score in this game. And Greg Marju as well for the Gold Coast Titans, the number 5. Got something about wingers scoring in these games. I reckon Greg Marju scores a try in this one. For the Penrith Panthers v the Sydney Roosters, I've got the Panthers over the Roosters in this game. 36-18 is the scoreline. I've got Cleary going over for the Panthers. Panthers 13 plus, if I forgot to say that. 36-18, the scoreline. Cleary, Tago and May, all try scorers. Tago and May, I feel like they're just a couple. They're just a pairing that you've got to put together. If you're putting May to go over, you've got to put Tago. If you're putting Tago, you've got to put May in there. I think they are a great pairing for anytime try scorers. And then Cleary, throwing him into the mix as well. It's a bit of bang for your buck there. It's definitely worth a bet there, having Cleary, Tago and May as your anytime try scorers. For the Roosters, I've got Daniel Tupou, and I've also got Joseph Manu going over for the Roosters there. Tupou is a guaranteed one, a guaranteed little bang for your buck there in the corner for the Sydney Roosters. And then Manu as well, electric, 401 metres for New Zealand. That is absolutely unheard of. Can he back it up this week for the Sydney Roosters when their star Luke Keary is out and put on a performance? But I end up picking the Panthers here. I think the Panthers obviously take this one 36-8. 13 plus in this game. The Bulldogs v the Sharks. I'm going to go for a bit of an upset here, if you'd like to call it that. I'm going to go for the Bulldogs over the Sharks. I'm going to go for the Bulldogs 1-12, 13-12. I reckon it's going to be a 1-point game. And this is the only 1-point game I'm tipping this week, just to let you guys know. 1-point game here, 13-12 is the scoreline. Bit of a gnarly one there, but I am going to pick that as a 1-point game. Anytime try scorers, I'm going to go for Josh Addo-Carr, and I'm going to go for Jake Averillo to go over for the Bulldogs. Addo-Carr and Averillo, great value there. And then for the Sharks, I'm going to go for Mulatalo and Nikora as a bit of a smoky. I love a bit of a smoky, Big Les. Nikora as a bit of a smoky to go over for the Cronulla Sharks. And then Mulatalo, as I said, a bit of money there, a bit of bang for your buck there with Mulatalo. 13-12 is the scoreline for that game for me. Bulldogs winning 1-12. For the Cowboys v the Broncos, the battle up there in Queensland, I'm going to have to go for the North Queensland Cowboys at home here. Cowboys 1-12 in this game, not a 13 plus for me, although it could go to that. But 1-12 is the scoreline for me. 24-12. I've got Tuolagi and Holmes going over for the Cowboys. Tuolagi, really, really talented player. I reckon he backs up from Origin, has a pretty decent game. I thought in Origin he was all right as well. Hopefully he backs up and has a really good game for the Cowboys. And then Valentine Holmes, again, back up from Origin. Hopefully he can have a huge game in this one for his team, the North Queensland Cowboys, and score a try or maybe even two, maybe set up a few as well, Valentine Holmes. And then for the Brisbane Broncos, Selwyn Cobbo, some easy money. And then with some easy money has to come a smoky, so I am going to go for Ezra Mam here to score for the Brisbane Broncos. I reckon that he goes over the line. A really fast player there, really evasive. Ezra Mam, we've seen it before. Can we see it again with a try from Ezra Mam? And then the Rabbits v. the Eels. I'm going to go for the South Sydney Rabbitohs to lose, unfortunately, up against the Parramatta Eels here. I'm tipping the Eels to win 13 plus. I'm tipping the Eels 30-12. Anytime try scorers here for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, Latrell Mitchell in his return game. What a narrative that is. I'm picking him to score in this game. Campbell Graham to score as well in this one for the Rabbitohs. And then for the Eels, Sevo and Dylan Brown to score in this one. Sevo and Dylan Brown. Sevo has to score a try in one of his return games. I reckon this one is the one to do it. And then Dylan Brown as well. What a player. I reckon he scores a try. 13 plus, 30-12 in this game. For the West Tigers and Warriors game, I'm picking the Tigers to win this one. I'm picking them to win 1-12. I'm picking this game to be 12-6 here. I've obviously got the Tigers winning this game 1-12. I reckon they do with Hastings, with all the talented players in their squad. I reckon they beat the Warriors here. I think they've got a bit of a leg up on them at the moment. The Warriors not doing too well at all. Anytime try scorers for this game, I'm going to go Volkman. And Tohu Harris is a bit of a smoky. Tohu Harris and Ronald Volkman to go over for his first try in the NRL for the Tigers. I'm going to go Luke Garner as a bit of a smoky, another back rower respectively. And then I'm also going to go for Jackson Hastings, a bit of a star in that side at the moment. I'm picking him to go over for a try in this game. For the Dragons v. the Raiders, I'm going to pick the Raiders 1-12 to beat the Dragons here. 24-16 is my scoreline. Anytime try scorers, I'm going to pick Zach Lomax. Zach Lomax, a star in that team as well. And then Jack Bird is a bit of a smoky, if you want to call him that. And then for the Raiders, I'm going to pick Xavier Savage out the back at fullback. And I'm going to pick Joseph Tarpany as a bit of a smoky in the front row. Does a lot of work for that side. I reckon he deserves a try. There you go, guys. That is your round 16 tipping preview. Hey guys, grouse little tipping preview there. Make sure you click the subscribe button below if you want more rugby league content.